Hi there, I'm Caro and this is my business YouTube channel. And this is another video from my True Business series about my more than 5 years in entrepreneurship and all the experiences I made. So if you like videos like that, leave a like under this video, follow this channel, activate the notification bell, and if you have any questions or want me to do a video on other topics that you can't find here yet, definitely leave some feedback in the comments and your questions, of course. This video is about productivity, and that's so important for entrepreneurs, and it's also so hard to follow up with that and to keep your motivation and your productivity level very high. So actually, I'm a super productive person. I'm working with to-do lists like for all of my life, like in school, I think it started, then during studies, then of course when I work different jobs. And I always felt I'm super productive and I can manage a lot of things on just one day. Also because I'm a workaholic, but I think mostly because I've figured everything out. And then this year, in the beginning of summer, I had some kind of like a little dip, and I don't have any kind of like objective studies on that, but I had the feeling that I can't manage that much over one day anymore. Like I could complete my tasks and I didn't miss any deadline, but I had the feeling that, yeah, it was my productivity balance was somehow a bit like not so good. And I wanted to do something on that. And I did a lot of research. I had a look at different courses and YouTube channels, and will also put some links in the comments. And then I saw that there are some productivity hacks that absolutely don't fit in my lifestyle. Like there are some things where I understand that other people do, but where it would never help me with like getting more productive or manage my day better. Like, for example, I would never block a whole day in my calendar, like in 15-minute slots or so. It doesn't help me with anything. Like, I'm from that perspective, I'm more the creative part. I need some free time and free space and a great view. Like, have a look at my video from a balcony. So this is what helps me being productive and not like being like super tight and like have everything blocked in my calendar. So this might work for you. Like, if you block all the different slots, like it doesn't work for me. But what I found and what works for me are like these things I will tell you about now. It's first of all, and this really helps, like to automate your calendar. So if somebody asks for an appointment now, I'm not just, okay, let me check my calendar and then send out an email and this person is answering and then we have an appointment scheduled and then this person will cancel the appointment and everything will go over my email inbox. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm using Calendly, and I also used it before. I had a look at the different productivity videos, and I have also sometimes I have different offers in Calendly. Like, for example, also our clients can book their trainings over Calendly, so that it's a total automated booking for cybersecurity training if they have a personal training. And they like it a lot. Like, it totally makes sense. I can recommend that. I will also put a link in the video description. And I have one additional feature I can so much recommend. Like, most people have their Calendly just open and they just have the availability there. Like, you can set up your account and then you can put your available times in there, like a normal shop can do for Google Maps, for example. It's like the same idea behind. But what I did is I blocked bookings for like 24 hours before the next day. Like, for example, if you would, now it's Monday evening. Like, if you would like to book an appointment with me now, everything would be blocked until Tuesday evening. So I think actually then you can book the next appointment on Wednesday. What does it mean? Like, this 24-hour time zone block means that when I wake up the next morning, people can book whatever they like. I just sent them the link. But when I wake up the next morning now, I can just open my smartphone calendar, have a look at it and see, oh, okay, I have this and that call, and there might be any kind of like cybersecurity training session I have to do. And like, everything's prepared and everything's like in order and nobody can squeeze in with anything. Like, of course, I can do my calls. I can call out and I can ask somebody like spontaneously if somebody wants to set up a call. But like, nobody can squeeze into my calendar anymore because it's blocked. And the first chance to get in is like in 24 hours. So helpful. I can totally recommend that. Like, try it out, whatever scheduling tool you use, but like, try to keep people 24 hours away and you will be so relaxed, and it really helps with your productivity. And then the next thing that helped me a lot is, and that this is what I learned in another video from Ali Abdal. I think it was his Skillshare course, but I think he also has this sometimes in his videos. That he says that from your mindset, you should make your to-do list a might-do list, like that it doesn't put the pressure on you, but that you have a list of things you definitely have to do somehow, or you want to do, but that you just in the morning, you have a look at everything. Like then I have a look at my schedule, which is fine for the day, where nothing will happen if I don't put anything in. And then the other thing is that I have a look at this my do list, and I pick something that is like the most important goal for the day. And this is really helpful. Like I tried it for several weeks now, and like this combination of like having a fixed schedule when I wake up and having this my do list and having this one big goal for the day helps so much with productivity, because it's also such a feeling of success if you have like worked through your schedule in the evening and then you also have like reached this one goal for the day. And it's much better than having a to-do list for the week, what I had before, where I just reached like 2 or 3 goals a day, and then I could cross it off and I was so happy about that, but there was still like this whole to-do list gave me the feeling that there were also so many things I couldn't manage that day. So as I said, like this automizing the calendar, using this 24-hour block, and also on the other side, like having this might-do list with this one big goal for the day. This is really, really helpful. This is something I can totally recommend. And yeah, I have done some plans for the next day the evening before. I mostly did it on Sunday evenings. I'm not doing that at the moment, but this is also something I can recommend, especially when there's much more going on in your life. Like for example, I don't have a family. If you have a family, if you have kids, it might also help you to sit down on a Sunday evening, when everything's silent and kids are in bed and everything, and to go through your plans for the next week and what you would like to achieve, and your maybe then might-do list and your schedule and everything. And you might also be likely to block more slots then, because you have other people who need some more time, and maybe you also want to block some me time. Like this is something I'm not doing at the moment because I'm not in training anymore. I will make another video on my training the other day, like give you some kind of update on my Ironman preparation for next year. But like from September on, I would definitely also block some me time in my calendar, so that there's like mostly 3 or 4 times a week where I can just go swimming, do my training, and I know that nobody can schedule a call then or can jump in or whatever. And that also helps very much with like staying productive, and also make sure that you're not just productive over the whole day, but that you also don't forget yourself. I think that's also important. Let's be honest, like we can be super productive, but especially when you have a creative job, and especially when you're a founder, when you're an entrepreneur, when you're a CEO, taking care also of your colleagues, you also need some creativity time and some me time. And yeah, if you schedule and block or don't block or whatever, anything to stay productive, make sure that you also block some me time for yourself.